Hey y'all, we are talking about Real Housewives of Potomac season 9 episode 6, Shady Waters. So the episode picks back up with Karen saying she don't need rehab at all, and that she said if she did, she would tell y'all. I call Cap, but hey, you know. And then in comes Ashley. Y'all notice Ashley came in, didn't say nothing, baby. She was just soaking all of that in with her snaky tail. Anyway, Karen says Mia has been through rehab herself. Karen says Mia started the joint practice because she had an opioid addiction, and I was like, girl. Anyway, Stacy is flabbergasted once again, and you see Ashley sucking this up. She ain't say a word. She just standing there listening. You gotta watch Ashley, because at this point, I feel like this is gonna be Ashley's final season. So Karen says y'all talking to a woman who is sleeping with her boyfriend while her husband is in the house with her. Karen said Mia doesn't want. She said she doesn't want to protect anyone. Mia wants to elevate. She said she will step on Jesus to stand up, and I'm sorry, y'all. I wish I had that meme that go like this. Woo! Karen says she takes this personally and payback is a mother. So Wendy says in her confessional she ain't got time for the drama. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. And y'all, she's in a whole new decade. Okay? So Ashley is on the phone with her kids and we don't care. And then we talk about Stacy and they flashback to when her and TJ was on the phone. And y'all, at the bottom of the screen it says Stacy's best friend, and I was like, okay. So Ashley claimed, y'all, she had a mediation come up, but again, we don't care. I just, at this point, talking about Ashley is just not something I really want to do. Yeah. So, Stacy says she thinks that her husband thinks that TJ is her friend, and I was like, child. And Jossie, is it Jessie or Jossie? Jossie? I don't know. I keep calling her Jossie. Anyway, Jossie starts to talk. It showed some of the montage where Jossie was talking about her story, and she was telling everybody a different story, and I was like, girl, 1 + 1 ain't adding up to 2. The math ain't mathing, but sis, you came through by way of Mia, so that's that on that. Wendy gets birthday flowers from Eddie, fine Eddie. And Stacy can't twerk, and Mia booty is in everybody's face, and girl, we need you to get out of our face. So after the twerk fest, Jizzy returns, and Jessie starts to run her mouth about what happened. Of course, Jizzy's gonna sit and be like, oh girl, what's tea? Girl, Jossie, So in comes Ashley. She starts to tell Giselle what happened, and then in comes Jacqueline, and she tells Giselle, the girls don't know how to act when you are gone. Ma'am, you are Mia's puppet, not everybody else. Shut up. So Mia tacky shoved a bottle of wine down her throat and proceeds to tell us that's how you keep 2 men. And I was like, girl, what? So then we get in the Sprinter van, and girl, Thomas Anthony Jones, aka, did he say Jones? AKA TJ is an actor from Days of Our Lives, Grey's Anatomy, NCIS. Girl, Wendy asked if he was an extra. And Stacey says, no babe. She felt offended because he wasn't an extra. I can't say I saw him on Days of Our Lives because that wasn't a show I watched. But he probably would have been on there. And I don't even remember the last time I watched Grey's Anatomy or NCIS. And I probably watched a few. Is that the one? Is NCIS the one with Shamar? Or is that other cop show? Maybe, I don't know. I want to say the last time I saw a cop show, really watched a cop show, was New York Undercover. And he wasn't on no parts of New York Undercover. Woo! So Stacey says that TJ flies in every other week for her, and Karen was sitting in the back, and her mouth was doing. Her mouth does what it normally does. Like, she go to twitching them lips. I be like, girl, I don't know what's wrong with Karen. So Jesse asked if they are starting to sleep together, and Stacey was like, no. At this point, TJ is just so suspect to me, but it is what it is. Stacey keeps saying that he is a devout Christian man, and girl. Anyway, Jizzy to me is asking all the right questions, and she asked, "Do you feel around? Do you check packages, and do y'all perform orally?" And she's saying no, but at the same time she's annoyed because none of those things are happening. And my question to you is, why are you with him? Okay. In her confessional, she said that there's other things one can do, and she said you can work out, you can go to the zoo, and that Jizzy can do those things alone. And I was like, girl, please. Girl, please. Anyway, we're not buying it. This whole relationship is, I'm not buying it. And so Stacey then proceeds to say that he's waiting for his wife. He's been waiting for his wife this whole time. And I'm just like, Stacey, I need you to step outside yourself and hear how you sound. And it could be true, but I don't believe it. So I was just like, we tried, Mom. We tried with you, but you just get away. So Jizzy was like, listen, we just want you to test drive the car before you purchase it. And so Stacey said he's been waiting for her, and since I called Cap, that is just something he's probably telling you. But if you like it, I love it. And once again, somebody had mentioned this. If he's such a devout Christian, why is he in a relationship with a married woman? That makes no sense to me either. Anyway, we get to the joint chiropractor where Mia supposedly said she sold the place. Mia claims that they sold it because the partners wasn't getting along. Then she says that going through a divorce is best to sell and to reinvest into the concept she has full control over. And I'm just like, which one is it? Is it you sold it because of the divorce, or you sold it because the partners wasn't getting along? See, that's why people call you lying Mia. Mia be lying. Anyway, she claimed that she had 22 locations, and she is still selling those. And Jassy says she's proud of Mia for her entrepreneur journey. And the way I laughed when the cameraman turned to Karen's face, Jizzy asked, when is her busy time? When is they're most busy at the joint? And Mia says it depends on the market. And the way I know that wasn't happening in that moment, but the way everybody was looking, I was like, girl, I had that same look like everybody else. So Karen said, y'all not trying to girl, I want to say they got to the restaurant and Karen Jizzy gets the party started, asking about what's happening. Jassy invites the girls to a party that she's throwing for her man. She then tells them, I'm gonna have him to bring his single friends so y'all can mix and mingle and all of that. And so Jacqueline needed a moment, so she said she's been in the gym and she's so strong, and she is just like, don't F with her. And Jizzy asked, was you saying that to Karen? And I was like, oh Lord. And I just want to point out Eddie is fine. Anyway, so Ashley has been working on her song Healing and Thriving, and she said that it needed work, child, and she need an EDM, an EMD. I don't know. And at this point, it was done, and Ashley, I just don't care. And I was just like, remind me of somebody who is currently pregnant, but go off then, sis. So Giselle getting her confessional about the Healing and Thriving song, and it was just hilarious, and she was like, that part was just funny. Anyway, we get back into everybody. Apparently everybody did not shower. Somebody probably just changed their clothes and kept on what they had on, because somebody said that it stank and it smelled like coochie. And Mia asked if it was her. And y'all, Jacqueline go down there and smell it like Yvette smelled Jody on Baby Boy. I was like, I cannot. The Grand Dame is upstaging them in that dress, and I was like, cute. Anyway, they played F, Marry, Kill. Everybody go around and saying who they would F, marry, or unalive. So Jizzy said that Jacqueline is like a scorned lover, and I agree. Jacqueline says in her confessional that she's not jealous of Mia's friends and whoever Mia comes in contact with, because she's the queen bee. And I was like, ma'am, this statement alone is why you are considered to be the scorned lover, the jealous friend, the crazy friend on them Lifetime movies. But hey, so everyone goes around. We get to the restaurant, and then we get that moment where everybody's going around saying something nice to Wendy, and I was really here for it. She don't always get her flowers. She don't. And these past couple seasons have been rough for her, and I will say this: when this first season, I wanted to pop her. But whatever. So Stacy says that everyone has been focused on her and not enough on Jassy and her man. And I was like, okay, way to pivot. Get them off of you and put them on somebody else. And y'all, I was like, girl, this is messy. So Jassy said her man has 2 boys that was during or before her. And I was like, huh? And I was just like, which one is it? And so they asked, what are the ages? She said 3 and 1, and they've been together a couple years. And I was like, so Darius didn't know that the other woman was pregnant. I was like, ma'am, he was lying to you. I called Cap. He knew all of it. Anyway, so Kay says that the same thing happened to her. She dated a baller, and he impregnated 2 women at the same time. She didn't say that, but she said something to the effect of there being twins. But basically she was saying he impregnated two women at the same time. So Mia decides to jump in and says, as what's her name, Kay, tell me the name of who you talking about. I think I know him. And I'm just like, do you really? So Jizzy says in her confessional, the dude cheated on you. And I agree. Jassy, you were cheated on. And that is okay. I mean, if it's okay for you, if you decide to stay, hey, it is what it is. But your story keep changing. When we looked at these montages and all of that, baby, your story kept changing. I was just like, okay. So Stacy says she's comfortable with talking about her divorce due to Ashley speaking about her alleged divorce. So 6 hours later, everybody was getting ready to go. Wendy come to the table with a hangover looking crazy. Stacy is aggravating at the moment, and I was just like, girl, go read a book. And everybody leaves, and this was the episode end. And I was just like, okay, all right, this was not a bad episode. I'm very proud of Potomac. Okay, it's actually likable to watch. Yep. It has been really decent these past couple episodes, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the direction that we was going in. So anyway, go ahead, like the video, comment, and subscribe. All of that is a little free 99. Thank you and a thank you and a I heart you. And I will come back with the next video. Bye.